Welcome to Friday Fails. ... But why? This is episode 33. We're really proud that we made it this far and we're still alive and we're breathing. Times are crazy, but here, the MX Factory, life is moving forward and we're giving you guys some awesome content. So what we do here in Friday Fails is we take subscriber submitted videos that are usually pretty gnarly crashes and we break them down, explaining why the person had crashed and hopefully improving the chances of them not doing that again. So if you could take the time to subscribe and send in videos, we got an email down in the link, or we got an email in the link in the description below where you can find a place to send that. And yeah, we'll try to improve the chances of you not breaking any bones or having to call your mom and say, hey look, I had a bad day today, or the wife, that's even worse, call the wife you had a bad day. So yeah, we're gonna fix all that. We're gonna get right into the first video. We've got in Blabach, Nicholas Blabach. All right, hey, watched your video on arm pump and you had some great points. I recently dislocated and broke my shoulder in some sand whoops. I'll attach the video below. I believe I crashed because my foot slipped off the peg and I had arm pump and I couldn't hang on. You know an arm pump, right? You said to email asking the secret, so here I am. If you could watch the video and let me know your thoughts, that would be great. I also wanted to ask you for some advice about getting a bike again after I heal. All right. Basically, he says, thanks, check it out. All right, so let's just watch the video, get right into it. Nicholas, see if we can help you out here. We're going. Where's he going?
Dirt looks good.
That looks like Florida.
Dirt looks prime.
Oh!
Rowdy.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, that's rowdy for sure, man.
He's got multiple clips here.
All angles. I really like that.
All right, so we're gonna start.
We got a couple things there. There's a couple things.
We're gonna start from the POV.
Woo.
Whoa, that's the bushes. So when we're watching the POV here, the first thing that we notice before we even see the side view is the fact that his body weight fell back.
Yeah, and that's a big misconception though, because a lot of people think that they need to be way off the back of the bike to hit whoops, and it's not always the case. Most of the time it's not.
Not always. In this type of dirt though, it is nice to have the weight behind the foot pegs, just not so far back that you can't hold on to the handlebars. And what you got to think about is his right hand came off, which is his throttle hand, which is the one that's moving, so he doesn't have something that's stationary to grip onto. So you got to make sure the arm pump isn't affecting the grip strength. You also got to be aware that you're going to have a little more grip strength than that right hand because you're going to be modulating the wrist as you're going. So it's a couple things here. I think he just wasn't clamped on with his legs. The weight got shot back. When we have arm pump, for those of you that don't know what arm pump it is, where your arms swell up and you basically lose, I would say, 60 to 70% of your grip strength all at once, and it happens pretty quickly. And most of us motocross mentality is like, oh, we'll just ride one more lap or whatever the case may be, and a lot of times it creates pretty big problems as we've seen here. So I think that, you know, to get to the root of the problem, we need to get rid of the arm pump. But as far as the technical issues, weight was off the back. I'll let you take some of the technical issues. You saw it. I saw you see it, so I want you to tell them.
Technical issues? I don't know anything about technical issues. I just know
technique issues.
When you're out there, you got to pay to play, and sometimes stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? No, but really, to get technical.
He's back. Trailer Park Terry's here.
One thing that I noticed just listening to the bike is it was really high in the RPMs. And you're actually, you know, you're gonna run out of gear eventually, and the front end's gonna wanna drop in the whoops too. So for me, I like to be a gear up in the whoops. That makes the power a little bit easier to manage. And then one thing to remember is you never wanna be pushing or pulling with your arms. He was so far back that he was pulling with his arms, plus a gear low, so he's in real torquey power. And I think his weight just literally slipped off the back, right? Because he was so far off the back and then being a gear low. So that's my technical specifications there. Don't even touch it. We're getting this on camera here. I'm just adding up the cases, man. This guy's abusive.
Yeah, super abusive. Another thing that can help that you can do at home is just hang from a bar, right? That's gonna help your grip strength. It's not gonna help your grip strength, but it opens up your shoulder girdle and makes you feel a little more loose in your shoulders. But it does develop that. Like you're hanging on like this a lot of the time, so it helps that. So a couple things there. We got a lot of stuff that we can improve from that. let's just go ahead and watch it from the side one more time. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to add much more than what we already said, because we said a lot, but he just got off the back, arm pump affected him. He's okay though. Just his shoulder dislocation, he's fine.
Sorry you got hurt, man.
You're fine, get over it, you're fine. That's what my dad would have said. All right, hi, my name is Ethan. I have a YZ125. A couple weeks ago, I went over the bars off a jump and would like to know why. If you guys want to do something super special, send us your Instagram handle so we can at least give you a shout out on the social media. But here, let's watch this video, Ethan, and see what went down. All right, that's small. Little technical difficulties here. It didn't actually play. All right, here we go. No sound this time. Oh, wow. Backyard track.
Man, that is a terrible feeling. When you're in the air like that, that is awful. I scream like a girl when I'm in the air like that. Or you can't put that in there. Never mind.
Oh, he just broke at the knees. You see what he did there? Watch this. Knees drove forward and he hit that kicker.
That old seat got him. Oh, yeah, that old seat kicked him right in the butt.
Oh, yeah, you got your old butt kicker. I'll let you take this one too, and I'll finish up. I'll let you, you know what happened.
Man, I'm getting the hot seat here. I'm kind of nervous. My hands are getting a little clammy.
Yeah, I know you're sweating. His nose is sweating, people, but he's a little nervous, but he can break this down.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, so I see a couple things.
Pause in the air, by the way.
Number one, the jump face. We can see it's a short and steep jump face, so you've got to be ready for that. And one thing I see when people are coming into jump faces like that is they come in pretty fast, and a lot of times they hesitate right at the bottom. So the suspension loads and it unloads more quickly than they suspect. So on jumps like that, I like to come up to it a little bit slower and attack from the base all the way through. That's gonna keep the suspension planted. So hopefully you get a nice even launch. The other thing I noticed as he was going up the jump face, his knees broke forward and his knees were in front of his ankles. So that puts your hips underneath your torso, and that puts you in a vulnerable position because when the bike loads and unloads early, your butt's close to that seat. So what happened is that seat came up, smacked him in the butt, it was game over from there. That's what I got, Coach. What do you got?
Yeah, to follow up the knees is you think about the bike working with your body in a way where your hips are driving over the shock and your shoulders and your head are driving over the front forks. So if you stay in that position when you're going through a steep face and you're pushing both parts of the suspension down through the face so they unload at the same time. When you do break your knees forward like he says, you're just pushing the front forks down and the back shock doesn't get any feedback from your body, so it just kind of blows through and kicks. Right, so you need to load the suspension, and a lot like what he was saying, by slowing down and getting on the gas, he's pushing the bike into the face so he gets an even feedback and even unload with the suspension so he's not getting any buck. And a lot of times you don't have to move your body around a lot to kind of counter any front end drop or high wheel when you do it that way. And then as you're comfortable doing it that way, you can start to pick up speed, break the knees forward, scrub the jump, you can do what you're doing here, but you have to know when to hit the gas, how fast to hit the jump, and when to move your body forward. It's more of an advanced technique. So that's what I had to add. His was great. Mine was a little better, but hey, we'll just move on. Anyways, Ethan, we're glad you're okay. This was Ethan, right?
I think it was Ethan. I'm pretty sure Ethan.
Yeah, it was Ethan. We're glad you're okay.
Thanks for sharing, Ethan.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is Noah Hickers, or no, Icers? Noah Icers?
Where do you see that?
His email, bruh.
Oh, well, that could be alias. You never know.
Some little jumps on the local trails got a little sketchy.
I like that last sentence.
Got a little sketchy.
It's got my ears perked up.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Oh,
ooh,
man,
pretty,
beautiful.
Pretty, it looks nice. Whoa, dude.
Jeez,
a little sketchy? Are you kidding me?
Man, that handlebar will ruin you. Look at him catch that handlebar.
Oh, dude, if you would have caught that handlebar in any area that's in this area, it would have been the last area you ever caught a handlebar.
Game over.
Retired.
Man,
it's hard to tell you what you did wrong here other than everything. You can't see the base of the jump, so it's gonna be hard for us to break down the technique, but if I had to put my guessing game on, my guess would be that he came off the front of the bike too far forward, lost traction to the rear wheel slid to the right, he come off the jump, all of a sudden he's whipping the bike, you don't even know why he's whipping the
Looks
bike.
cool for a second though.
It looked real cool for a second.
Cool photo.
It'd be way cooler if you landed and it kept going. But then you wouldn't be here on Friday Fail, so there's a there's a little silver lining here. So let's just watch one more time and see if we can come up with something. All right, it's coming off the jump. I mean, it's hard to tell. He sounded like
you can't see the jump face. Looks like he might have got cross-rutted or maybe crossed up. But what he didn't do was throttle out of that, baby. When in doubt, throttle out.
Yep, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. Another thing that you can do is kind of give it a little panic rev and get the front end up so that back tire lands before the front tire. And a lot of times you'll have this motion. So if you're going forward, your front tire is going to track in front of the back tire when you land. So there is a chance that you can bring that back. If you land at the same time, there's no chance. You know? So another more advanced technique is being able to adjust the bike in a real pinch. That comes with time, that comes with some falls. I think you'll get it though. Glad you're okay. Don't ever do that again, okay? Don't ever do that again.
If you do, just make sure you send us the video.
Yeah, if you do, send us the Friday Phils. All right. And by the way, if you'd like to support the channel, we do have a merch account. We have this really beautiful sign that we made not too long ago. I spent a lot of hours making that sign. It's shopmxf.com. We got some cool swag on there. If you guys would like to support the channel, support the brand, go over there, grab you some merch.
Shopmxf.com.
All right, right into Brock. This is fail number 4. This is the last fail for this episode, but you must stick around and watch it, okay? All right, what's up, guys? It's obvious what I did wrong here, but maybe I saved myself from a bigger crash. I remember thinking when I came off the lip, I was going to over jump. Out of a panic, I hit the rear brake, and in my panic, didn't grab my clutch. Do you think this slowed down my momentum enough to hit the other side?
This sounds terrible, man. I'm real sorry you went through this. I don't even know what it looks like, but
I know exactly what it looks like.
I've been there. I know, but
in the sand dunes. It's just everything to nothing. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna make this bigger just because I need to know why. Here we go. All right, play.
I'm excited.
Oh, and a big run in like that.
This is legit.
Oh my goodness.
I'm really glad you're still alive, my friend.
I gotta watch that again before I even tell anybody. You gotta play this a couple of times.
And you never want to stall the bike in the air.
In a panic, what were you panicking about? Everything was going great.
Oh. Yeah, I would have said just letting her fly on that one and staying off that rear brake. You never want to stop that rear wheel in the air if the clutch isn't pulled in.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret too. Even if you hit the brake in there, it's not gonna slow you down.
Well, it slowed you down a few seconds later, but I don't know if that was intentional.
Slowed you down when you hit the ground. Yeah, let's just rack it up to midair and see if we get there.
So right off the lip, he thrust his hips towards the handlebars, which probably started that panic.
You think he's yanking it?
He's yanking it. You never really need to use that much body English off the face of a jump.
The truth is, though, I think the bike would have floated down there just perfect.
Yeah, I think you would have been okay, too. But I could see where you were feeling like you were going to go over, for sure. But yeah, that's too much body English off the lip, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, what we teach here and kind of how we teach is a lot of repetition. And it just looks like, to me, you haven't been in that situation enough. We're getting the front end way up in the air and adjusting the bike on a smaller jump that isn't so high consequence. So yeah, I mean, there's not much we can tell you other than, hey, you didn't pull in the clutch. But I think if you would have hit the back brake, you would have still had to hit the gas and bring the front end back up because the front end was already dropping on its own. So it would have been like hit the back brake and then bring the front end back up and land, because you want to land a little back wheel first in the sand for sure. So yeah, just a little more repetition on smaller jumps, working that clutch and the back brake in the air. And I think you would have been fine without it. But you were going for the cool factor, you know? We should have put this on our 5 tips, or 5 trick video, hitting the back brake. Because it's almost a trick to a lot of people.
Hey, brake taps are cool.
Brake taps are, yeah, when you first learn it, you just do it off of every jump because it feels cool.
Yeah, and then you do it over every jump and then your friends make fun of you. That's what happens to me anyways.
Yeah, and then now he won't do it. He's scarred for like PTSD of the back brake
Austin, thanks a lot for making fun of me, Austin.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah, Austin. That's all we can call people on this channel. It's their name. So, anyways, we're glad you're alive. I want to go to the sand dunes soon, right?
Me too. I'd love to go ride the dunes.
Sand dunes. So if you guys have any suggestions on places we should go to the sand dunes and shoot a couple videos, how to jump a sand dune. Oh my gosh, I'm making you do that one after I watch this video though. I'm not going first. If you like this video, We've got plenty more videos over here for you to check out. Don't forget to check out our Instagram, which is actually, I'm really excited about all the cool stuff we're putting on our Instagram. It's at the MX Factory. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And we have a Patreon account. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can make small monthly donations to help keep this channel moving forward. We'll check you guys next time.